Hello, I'm Nalu. This is my presentation for our self-introduction. A little self-introduction about me is I come from Honolulu, Hawaii. I am currently living in New Jersey though. I like volleyball. I love it. It's like what I eat, breathe, and sleep. It's like my favorite hobby. And yeah, I just like going out, hanging out with friends and stuff. But what we were asked to do for this presentation is talk about effective 5 elements of the presentation. So our first one is going to be lighting. I tried to get the lighting good, and then I tried to find a good background so that the lighting is not overwhelming, because right now I only have like a lamp on, but if I have the headlight on, it's just too much and the glare is super bad for the video quality. For camera placement, try to keep myself center on each side, so you can have my head frame in the photo, and then you can get a little bit of like my chest and stuff. For background awareness, try to keep it as plain as possible. Just do a white wall with a little bit of something on the top, but I really tried to keep it like clean and not it super cluttered. For external noise, I tried to keep everything turned down. I made sure, well, there's no one else in the room with me right now, but I made sure like nothing else is running, no electronics and other stuff. And that's just to keep it silent, so you can only hear my audio. And then finally, for audience perspective, I tried to keep it very plain, like I said. Keep a good distance, not be all in it, but not be so you can't see the top, and stuff like that. So I think I did pretty good for those. And now I'm going to give you some examples in the second half of the video on some bad ways to do that. So first, for lighting, what I could do bad is get an angle that shows my shadow very heavily, which would be something like that, where you can see my shadow very heavily. But with this angle, the side angle, and the way that the lamp is facing towards me, you don't really see much of my shadow. Next, for camera placement, what you bad would do is something like that, where it's very, you're getting me on the side, or you're getting me on this side, very obvious. But also for camera placement, what you don't want to do is you don't want to necessarily be super up there or super down. You just really want to be like center, right in the middle, and so that way you're right in the middle of the camera, and then they can see your facial expressions and even some hand motions. Next, for background awareness, some horrible, I guess, thing that you can do is just have a whole bunch of stuff in the background, like a whole bunch of posters and a whole bunch of different things that take away from you when you're making your speech. It's okay to have like a few cool things in the background, especially maybe like photos whenever you're trying to show something, but in general you want to keep it clean and simple, and so that way they're focusing on the person in the video. For external noise, what you could do is you could this is super simple. For a bad element, you would just film in a very noisy place where you would have a lot of things going on at the same time of when you're trying to record the video. But naturally, I don't have that issue. So like things like cracking your knuckles, which I'm trying to do, like it adds very subtle video things. Or if I ran a fan that's super close, and then you would be able to like hear the audio, and it wouldn't be as crisp. And then finally, for audience perspective, like I said, I want to be able to show hand motions because hand motions portray a lot when you're trying to do a video presentation, because all they can see is you and hear you. So what you want to do in a video versus being in person is really express those emotions with using like hand gestures and stuff. Again, thank you so much. This was my presentation. Have a great day.